and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic, Ghouls and Gals. Since Halloween is almost upon us, I thought I'd take a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Monster Turtles. And starting us off, it's going to be Werewolf Michelangelo. Now, one of the things I like most about this Werewolf Michelangelo is he's actually borrowing from the Teen Wolf Werewolf genre, rather than the old original Universal Lon Chaney werewolf. It kind of figures that Michelangelo would actually still pick a kind of juvenile high school look even in his werewolf form. I really like the sculpt on this guy along with the paint job. You can see all the nice little detail right here from his mane to the little bits of his the little fangs and even the ears. Now you can also tell that because there isn't a band right here, this isn't a costume. These are these guys actually turning into the werewolf or to the actual monsters themselves. You can also see a little bit of extra detail right here on the arms, like that's supposed to be fur growing out of his little reptilian turtle skin. And even his armbands actually add his little extra bits of fur patches here and there. I really love the detailing on this guy. Now, a few spots where they are lacking in paint detail is right here on the back of his head. You can see that that's supposed to be his bandana that's come around, but I actually kind of like it better painted brown. It helps kind of sell that this is maybe more of a mullet, which fits with that whole original werewolf look and even the look from the old Teen Wolf movie. The other part where they skipped on the painting is right here where it's supposed to say Wolf Pack on his back, but a little bit of extra white paint can probably clean that up. The biggest offender is right here on the back of his shell. You might think that, oh yeah, it's just slightly off color from what his shell is supposed to be, but if you notice right here, there's actually a little bit of a seam, which means that that's supposed to be the back of his jeans that came up right here, and so that's supposed to be painted the same blue as his jeans. So yeah. However, because you're most likely going to look at this guy from the front, it's not so noticeable right here in the back. Now on the box art, it actually shows that they were going to have some more paint or brown fur detail right here on the feet, but they kind of just skipped it. It's not too noticeable considering that you have the other fur that's kind of built into the sculpture of the figure on his forearm, so that can be kind of forgiven. I do like the little bit of extra paint detail on the black claws on his feet and hands. It just really helps to sell that, yeah, these are monstrous forms of the turtles. And speaking of the sculpt, the hands are slightly enlarged as well. I guess that's also to help add to the monster look as well. He has a good range, or the normal range of articulation with these turtles. You got a ball joint for the head, nice swivel right here for the shoulder, the elbow, wrist. The hips are a little weird though because they're kind of up straight up and down rather than in a slight angle, so you can't bend them out too much. If you really want to go out, they have to go out like this. A little bit of a knee bend and a weirdly added toe bend right here. Now, my biggest complaint about this is I wish it was actually on both sides rather than just the one. It would have helped. I could have gotten this guy into a lot more hunched over werewolf looking poses. Instead, it's just kind of, I guess it's to add to make it look like they're kind of running or like they're really going to be chasing somebody. So yeah, it's just kind of weird that they put it on the one foot. Now, the two cool accessories that he comes with is this bone nunchuck. You can see it's just two dog bones tied together with a little piece of rope. It's made of a nice, really soft, rubbery plastic, so you're not going to have to worry about any stress marks right here on the rope, or actually even when getting it into his hand, because his hands actually stretch pretty good to get that in there. And then the other accessory he comes with is a nice little slice of pizza, because you figure Michelangelo is going to be the one to have pizza. However, I do find it kind of weird that it's taken this long to get a Michelangelo with a slice of pizza, and it's oddly the werewolf form. Anyways, all in all, with the whole collection of these mutant monster turtles, I think Michelangelo is probably my favorite out of these guys. With his detailing on his sculpt and his paint job, I say he's the head of the pack. Sorry, I couldn't help myself with that one. I would say if you could try to find these guys at Walmart or your local toy shelves, pick these guys up while you can while it's still the month of October. These guys are pretty well worth it. Anyways, this has been a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Monster Werewolf Mikey.